Today I am going to be going over my trades from the 5th, which is I think Monday, and the 6th, which is Tuesday. Today's Wednesday now. Um, just trying to get my background music here so I can do this video and kind of stay out of my thoughts. Um, but on Monday, October 5th, 2020, I traded ticker symbol in nnox. Um, uh, this stock was just continually spiking. Um, this stock was continually spiking, and believe it or not, I was all fucked up when it came to this trade. I was trying to short a continual spiker. How many times do I have to go through this? Where I need to understand that a continuous spiker is not something you just keep on trying to short. Yeah, you can try to anticipate it, but it's not something you want to keep. Um, it's something I need to keep improving on because I'm in a position where it's like that's what's killing my account is those continuous spikers. So I need to just stop it. But there's times where I'm watching these continuous spikers and I can anticipate where they're going to crash. So that's why I fought with it. But I just need more improvement. I gotta go back and study the DVD where Tim Bertani speaks about continuous spikers. But if I zoom in here on Monday, or actually, it must have been Friday. I don't know. It was one of these. Yeah, it had to been Friday. Yeah, either Monday or Friday. I shorted this, and it kept spiking up on me. And I think I tried to short it here. I probably made and lost $200. But at some point, it continued to spike on me, and I'm sorry that I don't have the proper details. Um, I procrastinated on making this video because I was very upset, so um, it kind of got away from me. Um, but it kept. I remember last week I lost 200, made 200. Then shorted this stock, I lost 400 or 300. No, I lost 200 and made 200 on this stock. Um, because it was just continually spiking on me, $200 to $300, and I made it all back. But this day I was watching it and I wanted to short it right here. It just kept breaking to newer highs, and I wanted to short it. Probably in here, and then it broke past me, and then I think I was trying to short it here, giving it another try, and that's when it really came crashing down. And the next day, of course, came down crashing more. This day, which was yesterday, I wanted to short it because I knew it was going to be. It was a. It wasn't showing me that it was a first red day when I woke up this morning, but or yesterday morning, but I wanted to try to short it using resistance because there were shares available to short now. But I was so overwhelmed and I felt like I wasn't attacked by this stock, but I felt like this stock beat me so bad that I was like, okay, mentally I can't deal with it. Um, and that's not the way to trade because you shouldn't get emotional about it. But honestly, I was, and I knew it wasn't wise for me to try to trade it, so I didn't. And I really wanted to, but I didn't. I got distracted not distracted, but focused on another stock, ticker symbol CRVS, and I missed this entire short. Now CVRS, I did the same short, which I'll talk about soon, but nnox was a better opportunity. When I was watching it, it was in the 40s, 41s. It came down, in the morning to like 37, 36. So that's like a $4 or $5, um, really up to $6 a share, and it came crashing down. And I wanted to short it again, look for an opportunity to short, but because it had beat me so bad, and I was focused on another stock, I left it alone, and I missed it all. And it was way better of a short than CRVS. So you know, um, I just left it alone. But CRVS now, um, on Monday, I believe, I was trying to long this stock, and I kept attempting to long it. I don't know why, but it was at its lowest points, and I didn't want to short it from its lowest point. So I'm like, this has to bounce at some point. So I looked at the yearly chart. Same thing with NIX, nnox. You know, I saw that it go straight up, come back down. There wasn't enough information, but you know, it was just really tricky with NIXO and NOX. I don't know why I say NIXO. NNOX was tricky, and including CRVS. If you see here, CRVS is really choppy, constantly choppy, and it will spike back up, come crashing down, and spike back up high, and come crashing down. But overall, the trend was downwards. So coming into Monday, um, trying to short it. At first, I was trying to go long, thinking it was gonna bounce. It had these really nice bounces, but after I got in around here, it wouldn't bounce. So I kept trying to short it, and eventually, I kept trying to long it, and eventually, I ended up losing a few $100s, and then eventually $400, and I was just devastated. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And I was just disappointed with myself, and I just couldn't understand why. Why didn't did not understand the stock? But eventually, I learned that judging by its pattern, it's just looking at the past history. It just tells you overall downwards trend with big perks. But for some reason, it just didn't register in my head. It was something I already learned and I already knew. It just didn't register in my head. Um, so going back to the 5 day, 1 minute, 1 minute chart. Um, so I left it alone for the rest of the day. I lost 400. I was very disappointed. So today I came in shorting it, but I only shorted it by a little bit. I shorted it today or yesterday actually, and I was up like $70, and it was just slowly downtrending. But every time it was downtrending, it'll hit a lower low, and then it'll perk back up all the way back to where it was consolidating, or um, to where it was holding, crash, come down, break a new, hit a new low, but wouldn't hit a new low by a large amount, and then come right back up to where it was before, and then do it all over again, and it'll come down, and then it'll perk right back up to its highs, to where it was consolidating and crash a little bit more, and it just kept doing that all day, where it would just go down, come right back up, it'll go down, come right back up, hold for a little bit, and come down some more with new lows, and then it'll push up, consolidate, crash, and then come back up and consolidate from that same level. And it was just really confusing, but I finally understood it from yesterday, because yesterday it was doing the same thing, and just what it does. So I shorted it, and I was, up $70. I'm like, bro, on some real shit, these $70 ain't shit, and it's actually very disappointing. So I looked, and I'm like, man, I don't know how far this is gonna go, but I just loaded up on shares. It was more of me doing that was more of I wanted to make a money. It was more of like a revenge trade. Um, I wanted to make my 400 back, because I'm like, this is all I got, man. I was really disappointed and stressed, because I'm like, okay, I got the loan from two people. One person wanted their 5,000 back now. Instead of giving me a whole month or two to hold on to it while I day trade, they want their 5,000 back now. And not only that, I'm losing money. I'm down $400. So it really made me disappointed. So I started revenge trading. I was thinking that all yesterday. Yes, I was thinking all of that yesterday and here when I lost $400 here, and I got the phone call saying they need the money back. All this bullshit fucking me up in my plans. But I just said, okay, I got to figure something out. I'm hurt, but I got to figure this out. So 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 then I just said, fuck it. It's at a high point. It came crashing down right here, and then it bounced up. If I short here and I put in 1,000 shares, I'm like, man, my highest point right here. If we zoom in right here, I shorted here, and I'm like, the highest point from this consolidation area from here to here was about over an hour or close to an hour or two. Was you know 54 $4 $4.54. So I shorted from here and I calculated everything. I'm like, okay, if I added another $1,000 for every 1 penny, and it goes up against me, I'm losing $13. So from 51 to 54, that's 3 pennies. From 451 to 454, that's 3 pennies. I multiply, that's like $39. I'm like, okay, that's beyond my risk. My risk is $30 per trade, not 40. But I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna risk it. And I added 1,000 shares. I'm like, okay, based off what it's been telling me and I've been seeing and I know this chart will go up and then come back crashing down. So I know it's not going to pass this highest point. So I'm like, but if it does, I'm losing an extra $40. So I shorted an extra 1,000 shares. I'm at 1,300 shares now, and it came crashing down and just down, down, down. And I was up about $450 by the end of the day. Each time it went down, it came back up and came down and bounced up and then eventually came down. So I was up $450. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hold to after hours and see what happens after hours and see if I can get an extra like leg down. And it didn't give me that. It didn't give me that at all. So I'm like, okay, let's see what pre-market would give me. Pre-market actually is actually giving me the opposite of what I'm looking for. It's pushing up to the high day. I mean, not a high day, but it's pushing up high. And I lost pretty much $300 from the 450 I was already up. But it's starting to come down now. So we'll see. But at this point, if I lose the whole 450, then I lose the whole 450. I'm really trying to take advantage of this trade. I'm kind of revenge trading. I ain't gonna lie. I'm revenge trading, but I want to be able to take advantage of this trade and get back to the point where I was before, where I have, you know, all the money that I made and a little bit more, so that if this person takes the 5,000 back from me, I'm at least didn't lose any money. But that's the completely wrong mindset. But to be honest, man, I'm overwhelmed and stressed the fuck out with trading. I'm kind of like feeling like I want to give up. I was thinking the other day I'm gonna take my entire $16,000 and just dump it into a long term investment and just take a long break from trading until I'm ready to trade again and go back to paper trading. And I spoke to a friend of mine about it, Lisa Marie, and she was like, "No, don't give up. I'm practically halfway there. I'm practically already there. Don't give up now." And then this trade kind of boosted up my spirit because I was up, but I realized I gotta study more. I understand that I've been really busy with doing Uber and all this other shit and trying to just live. But right now I'm at the point where I really need to establish myself and also take trading to a whole nother level by studying more. So yeah, I feel like I'm too busy. I got too much going on, but I have to get this done. So the market's about to open in less than 20 minutes. I also had traded Nike. Nike is a stock that I invest in long term. Since I get a discount on shares, I purchased like an extra four shares at the high day. Stupid me. Um, or at 29 actually. I purchased at 29. It pushed up, but Trump said some dumb shit about about how he's not gonna continue the debate on stimulus checks until after the election, and boop, 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 everything. I'm talking about everything started crashing down. Everything started coming down, but now it's bouncing back up. But my main focus right now is CRVS and anything else that's up trending to my favor. Um, so I realized, okay, my strategy, I'm really good at shorting first red days. That's like the easiest ones for me, the simplest ones for me. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. Those stocks that continue spiking, I'm gonna leave those alone. And if I short them, I'm shorting minimal shares, and that's it. Now, one thing I've been having a problem with is cutting losses quickly. Sometimes I'll put my loss order in, and it will break past it, or I won't execute the exit order. So um, I gotta improve on that. But right now, I'm still up $319 on my CRVS trade, and I'm gonna wait till market open to see what happens. Thank you.